everyone, I'm Dr. Muyoka. Welcome to Retracing My Africa. In today's video, I want to look at an issue related to migration to the United States of America that we are hardly paying attention to. And when I say we, I mean African YouTubers who are addressing migration issues to the US, okay? So now, guys, how many of you know what's happening with respect to migration policy right now and how these policies may come to affect those of us originating from the African continent? Yeah, for example, are we aware that there are changes happening at the State Department? Are we aware that there are changes happening at the Department of Homeland Security? Yeah, and are we aware that these changes could have implications for us? It's very important that we understand what's happening there because it may have implications for us. For those of us who don't know, the Department of Homeland Security, as its name suggests, is very crucial. It's an important part of the State Department that provides protection to the United States, all 50 states. It's securing the US by air, by sea, by land. Okay? It was set up back in 2002, I believe it was, after the 9/11 Terrorism Act. And since then, it's grown. It has a very huge staffing. They have 260,000 employees or more and over 20 departments, all working together to make sure that the United States of America is safe. And so some of the things they do, one of the things they do, for example, is watching who is coming in and out. Ensure that those people that are coming to the United States of America are not a threat to Americans, okay? So if you're looking to immigrate to the United States of America, guess what? The Department of Homeland Security is going to be looking up your case. They're going to be doing a background check on you. They need to know who you are. Are you a threat to the US? Should they give you a visa or should they deny you a visa? That's the reason why we need to know who they are and what they're doing. So for those of you who don't know, recently President Donald Trump has nominated Governor Christine Nome. She's the current governor of South Dakota. Yeah, she has been nominated to become the next Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. If you do not know who Christine Nome is, you need to go and look her up. Google her name, Christy, Kristi, that's the first name. The last name Nome is Noem. That's how she spells that last name. So yeah, guys, I was doing some research on Christine Nome, and guess what I found? Christine Nome is a very, I would say she's a conservative. She's a Republican, obviously. She's very conservative and aligns strongly with President Trump's ideas around immigration. Let me just put it that way. She has a very strong alignment with Donald Trump around immigration issues, and I guess this is the reason why she's been nominated for this position. She has not been confirmed yet, but she is in the process of confirmation, and so we're likely to see Governor Nome moving to DC, to Washington DC, once she's appointed as the next Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. And guys, the reason why I'm delivering this information to you, I can tell you for free, Governor Christie is very, very serious when it comes to immigration. Based on just some of the stuff she's done, I was just looking around the internet, reading up on her. And one thing I know she does not like is this influx of migrants across the southern border illegally without the proper documentation. That's something that she has expressed over and over. And also, just based on some of the decisions she has made in the past, it suggests to me that she's likely going to have a very strong stance against anybody that thinks they can migrate to the United States of America without the proper documentation. How might this have an impact on African people looking to migrate from the continent of Africa to the US? This will be interesting to see. It will be interesting to see. But for now, what we have seen that has happened already, we know that they have put a stop to the refugee resettlement program. If you check out my latest video on that, you will see I've discussed that. They already have stopped the processing of visas that are related to refugee resettlement in the US. And so we're likely to see other policies, other migration policies that are going to be affecting people from Africa, for sure. For example, and I'm just kind of making a prediction based on just President Trump's policy campaign comments that he has made throughout his campaign. For example, we are likely to see a more stringent scrutiny of visa applicants. This is something I expect to see, that it's not going to be business as usual, guys. It's going to be, you're going to have to work harder to get that visa. I'm promising you, because they will be looking very carefully at applicants. Yeah. And if they don't see good reason to give you a visa to go to the United States of America, unfortunately, it's going to be denied. I mean, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news in this instance, but this is my prediction, guys. I really, really believe we're going to even see a reduction in the issuance of these visas. Yeah. For people that are coming from around the world, as long as you cannot give definitive reason for why you want to be given a visa to the United States, this is likely to happen. So we're likely to see this because the State Department wants to ensure that they're giving documentation for people to go to the US who really, really can have something positive to bring to the ground, to the table. Yeah, anybody that may be considered a threat to security in the US, definitely not getting that visa. Okay, so guys, we need to keep an eye on what's happening at the State Department, the Bureau of Consular Affairs. We need to keep abreast with news coming out of there. You need to, if you're somebody that is looking to immigrate to the United States of America, you need to be looking up this news on a daily basis, because things are happening so fast, guys. Like for me, I spend a lot of hours watching television just on my phone. I'm usually watching news to see anything that I pick up relating to immigration, so that I am keeping myself abreast. And so if you're anyone that's looking to immigrate to the US or are already in the United States of America, trying to process your documents to help you stay longer or stay permanently, you need to keep abreast with the news. So that's all I came to say, guys. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing that. I would love to have you here. I'm very sorry as well for the noise in the background because of construction in my neighborhood. But anyway, thank you for stopping by. Please consider subscribing. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Asante sana. Bye-bye.